Good.
Okay, hello guys. Good evening. Welcome back to our February week 2. Okay, hi guys. Is everyone here today? Okay. Okay, almost everyone is here. Okay. Hi Kesha. Hi Kaijun. And yeah, I can see some are not here. Okay. Anyway, guys. Before I move on, you got 80. Wow, that's good. That's good. That's really good. All right, guys. By the way, next week there will be a new schedule. You guys know this, right? There'll be a new schedule. Next week English class is gonna be okay. So next week onwards, we are following a new schedule. You guys know this, right? For your Form 3, you guys are in Form 3. English class will be on Thursday, 7 p.m. Okay, Thursday, 7 p.m. Let me write this down. Let me write this down. Okay, let's go to Form 3 one. Okay, let me do a quick announcement. So next week, your class is going to be Wednesday, 9:10 p.m. Or it's gonna be a Thursday, 7 p.m. Wednesday one is a Mandarin class and Thursday one is an English class. Okay, starting from next week, so we are following a new schedule already. This class will not be available already because next week you are going to Form 3. Okay, you have your schedule, right? You have your schedule, so next week you follow this. So if you are English class, then you have to come on Thursday lah. Thursday 7 p.m. Right? Take note, please don't come at the wrong slot, and you come and see, sir, why is your class not on yet? Because there's no more this class already. Okay, you'll be replaced by these two. Right? Right? Anyway, okay, let us move. Okay, so what are we learning today, guys? What are we learning today? Wow, today I need to teach so much stuff. Then most people are not here today. Right. Anyway, let's go to our ear today, shall we? Let's go to our ear. This is our sense of hearing. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Hi, Dingjia. So today we'll be talking about the sense of hearing. So as you know, your eye is the sense of sight. You detect light with it, and then your ear is the sense of hearing. You detect sound with it. Okay. So anyway, your ear is divided into outer ear, your middle ear, and your inner ear. Your 我们叫内耳、外耳和中耳。So your three ears, three parts of the ear here. Right, so let's move on. So let's look at your outer ear here, your outer ear. So you have your ear. Okay, I don't like to call this ear lobe. Guys, kindly change this for me. I like to call this the pinna. Okay, pinna. What is the pinna? Pinna is the outer ear. This part of the ear that you can see. This is the pinna. Right, guys? This thing is not just for decorative purpose. Your ear is not just there for decoration. I mean, sure, without ears, you will look very weird. But that's not the main point. Your ear is to make it easier to hear. I think I told this, right? Your ear is grown like this. Can you see your ear looks like a cone? Can you see your ear looks like a cone? The cone is to collect the sound wave. So when sound wave comes, it will collect nicely and go into your ear. So, okay, cone it looks like a collecting cone, right? Your ear looks like this, right? Okay, so if today you decide to go full Van Gogh and you cut off your ear, if you cut off your ear, you will still hear things. It's just that it's not very clear. You don't collect sound that well. If you get what I mean, okay? So, hi, how are you? How are you? We are in last week's stuff, okay? So this is your ear. Okay, this is the first part. Next, your sound will enter this thing called your ear canal. Ear canal, salo telinga. Canal means a narrow passageway. That's what we call a canal. So this canal is just to direct sound to your eardrum. They do nothing one. And your earwax is here lah. When you dig your ear, this is the part you clean. Okay. Anyway, so this is your ear canal. Next, hello cousin. We are in page 6. This is your ear. Right. So the third part, the sound they come inside here and they hit on the drum. And as the name says, this is what we call an eardrum. Oh yeah, sure. Right. So this is your eardrum. So what's the job of your eardrum? The job of your eardrum is to vibrate, just like any drum. When you hit on any drum, drum will vibrate. And when you hit on the eardrum will vibrate. Yes, okay, it will vibrate. And then now after it vibrates, right, you created this signal. So now it will go to the next part, which is called your ossicle. Can you see ossicle are these 3 bones here? These 3 bones are called ossicle. Why do you need these 3 bones? Their job is to amplify the sound. Kuatkan suara, kuatkan bunyi. Why you need to amplify leh? Because if you don't amplify the sound, once the sound is transferred to the inner ear, it will be so soft you cannot hear anything. So your ossicle is to make the sound louder. Guys, do you know what is an amplifier? Right? Any electronic device has an amplifier inside. It will amplify your sound so that your speaker you can hear something loud. Right? So you get what I mean lah. So that's your ossicle. Next, your sound will go through this thing called the oval window. Nothing much to say about this. This is just a window, as the name says. Okay, it will pass through the window and go to the next part. Guys, this is very important, which is your cochlea. Can you see this thing that looks like a snail? Can you see this thing looks like a snail? This is your cochlea. So inside your cochlea, you'll see water. You have water inside your cochlea, and then you have hair in it. You have all these hair. All these are hair. Right. What are these hair called? What are these hair called? Guys, what is the sensor that detects stimulus? Do you remember? What is the sensor's name? You have sensor in your skin. You have sensor in your retina. What is it called? 猫猫你个头. What is that called? Yes, very good. That is your receptor. These are your receptors. Remember? Remember? You have receptors in your retina. Remember? What is the receptor's job? If they ask this in exam, what is the function of a receptor? What do they change? What do they change? They will change your stimulus, which is light, sound, taste. They will change it into the only language your brain understands, which is what is it? Yes, very good, Ashini. That's your nerve impulse. Remember? Yes, Jingy, very good. That's your nerve impulse. Remember? So guys, do not forget this. Do not forget this. So your receptor will convert stimulus into nerve impulse. If not, your brain couldn't understand. Your eyes, like I said last week or last week, if your eye sends light to your brain cannot understand. If your ear sends sound to your brain also cannot understand. Your brain can only understand nerve impulse, which is the electric. Right? So this receptor, they will convert. Okay, you see, your eardrum vibrates, right? Your ossicle amplifies, right? Now, when the sound enters this window, the water inside will vibrate. This water will vibrate. And when this water vibrate, this hair, they will change the signal, the vibration signal into nerve impulse, and then they will send it through the nerve. This is part number 7. Right? And this nerve is called auditory nerve. Last week, your eye nerve is called optic nerve. Optic means light. So what is auditory? Do you know what is audio? Hey, your computer has no audio leh. What is audio? Audio is sound lah. Right? So this is called the sound nerve. But sound nerve doesn't sound very nice, so we call it auditory nerve. So this is nerve lah. right? As similar as last week, if you damage your nerve, you will forever lose the function. If you damage your optic nerve, you will forever be blind. If you damage your auditory nerve, you will forever be deaf. There's no way to fix this. Right, guys? So remember these 7 parts, sound will pass through these 7 parts. Okay, it will pass through your pinna, which is to collect the sound, pass through your ear canal, hit on your eardrum, ossicle will amplify the sound, pass it through the window, into your cochlea, convert it to nerve impulse, okay, and then go through your auditory nerve. Okay, very straightforward, guys. If you can handle eyes, you can definitely handle ears because it's very easy. It's much simpler than your eyes, right? Much simpler than your eyes. Okay, any question here, guys? Any question here? Why are you guys so quiet today? Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? Why are you so quiet today? Hi, Shijian, how are you? Maybe need some time to memorize. Yeah, you do. Just don't worry about the memorization first. We will do exercise and maybe it will go into your head. Okay. Okay lah. I don't worry about that lah because you will be very noisy in Form 1, which you were. Form 2, you are also kind of noisy but kind of toned down a bit. Form 3 is when you start to become quiet. I don't know. This is like a trend every year one. Form 3 is, I don't know, like I would say Form 3 is like a turning point. It's like my students somehow they will mature in Form 3 one. Yeah, maybe it's the hormone lah. Maybe it's the hormone. You guys in Form 3, you guys will be more steady one. Okay, and then Form 4, Form 5 is when you behave like an adult lah. Yeah, like actually start studying, yes, Chining, exactly. My Form 1, like monkeys one. Form 2 is like half monkey. Form 3 is like when shit gets serious, people actually start sitting down and start memorizing stuff. And Form 3 students, they surprise me a lot, one. Like they will say, sir, I actually study your stuff like yesterday night I study your stuff whole night. I was like, oh, thanks. So touched. Wow, like monkey got a monkey knows how to mature already. Good for you. Right? Okay, study myself then good. Very good. Then wow, should I be happy, guys? Should I shed a tear of happiness right now? Sleeping on it just now. You got no class match just now? Did you attend maths? Oh god, you were sleeping, Okay. Anyway, so you might say, sir, go post story. Wow, need to be like that, man. Walao, okay. Anyway, so guys, you might say, sir, you left behind 2 parts. Can you see these 2 parts? I did not mention them. Oh yeah. Oh why? Cause you fought? Teacher, you fought with your teacher. Please tell me you did not wrestle her. Wait, you did? Not the wrestling part. Oh, wow, screaming. Need to be so uncivilized, man. Need to be so uncivilized, right? She didn't go wash your eyes. She didn't go wash your eyes. Maybe it helps. Oh, okay. So you guys are like monkeys lah. Monkeys shout at each other. What? So do you guys take shit and throw each other? Joking. Okay. Anyway, got demand. Wow, so serious. Wow, Keshav, you really fight for your marks, Damn, that's a fighter spirit right there. I like that. Right? Because you fight for things that's worth fighting. Oh, it's not just that 3 marks, Jiren. It's not. Sometimes it's about getting a point. It's about getting a point. Guys, I would, you see, sometimes I would argue with a person. I would fight with a person for maybe it's a very petty reason, a very trivial reason for you, but it's about making a point. It's about making a point. Oh, is it? Oh, I hope she does because she deserves it. Okay, if she's being racist. Okay, anyway, so let's look at our eustachian tube. Can you see this eustachian tube here? Right, guys, you know, this is a drum, right? This is a drum. Okay, any of you play drums here? Gina, I know you do, I know you do, right? I know you do, right? Okay, so a drum needs to be tight, right? Bakwa, did you just know it's not? Okay, a drum needs to be tight, right? So how to keep this drum tight? This place need to fill up with air, right? This thing needs to fill up with air. It's like blowing a balloon. This thing needs to be filled with air so that the drum becomes tight, right? Okay, which brings me to this point, guys. You have been on a plane before, right? You have been on a plane before, right? When a plane takes off, when the plane takes off, as the plane starts to climb, you'll feel that very painful feeling in your ear, right? It's like, so full, so full, so full, so full. And then what does your mom tell you? What does she tell you to do? You swallow your saliva, right? You swallow your spit. Once you swallow, you hear the tuck sound. There's a clicking sound. There's a tuck sound. And then, it feels fine now, right? Okay, why? Why is it so? Guys, do you remember pressure last year? Do you remember pressure last year? The higher the altitude, what happens to the pressure? The higher you climb, what happens to your surrounding pressure, your atmospheric pressure? What happens? Increase or decrease? Increase or decrease? It actually decreases, remember? Because when you remember this, when you carry an empty bottle to Genting, surrounding pressure is low, so inside the bottle is high. So when you open it, it has that pop sound, the explode sound, the pop sound. Remember? So it actually becomes lower. So as your plane climbs, the surrounding pressure drops, which makes the inner ear pressure high. You see, as the inner pressure is high, it pushes, like I said last year, pressure always go from high to low. So it will push on your eardrum. So you have that painful pressing feeling, right? Last year teacher is me lor, Jining. Last year teacher is me lah. Did you attend my class that time? If you haven't, then I forgive you. Okay, anyway, so this is what happens. It will press on your eardrum, so you have that. You also see, oh, okay. Okay. Count yourself lucky there. Right? Anyway, so so your pressure will press on your ear lah. So why when you swallow you feel fine leh? Because when you swallow, right? When you swallow, you actually open this passageway to your throat. This thing is connected to your throat. When you swallow, you open a flap. So this pressure and this pressure, they will equalize. They will equalize. So when they equalize, so now you feel okay lah. So you feel okay lah. Chini, where were you? which tuition were you at? And why were you not paying attention? Very boring, is it? Very boring, is it? Not as interesting as me. Right. So when you have this high pressure here and low pressure, you feel that painful feeling. Marvelous. Okay. So how was it like out there? How was it like? Right. So that's why you have high pressure here, so it feels painful. Oh yo, sure not, Gisha. Sure not. Wow. Okay. Thanks. Okay. I don't know, guys, because science is my passion. Science is my passion. If not, I won't be teaching this for. How long have I been teaching? I started teaching at 18. I'm going to be 30. Wow, shit, I'm going to be 32 this year. Holy shit, that's a long time. So that means I've been teaching for 14. 32 lah. Where got 35? Don't round that up for me, please. 14. Okay. Used to be mine. You got 10 Tsinghua class or not, Jining? You got 10 Tsinghua class? If you got 10 Tsinghua class, then I'm sure he will do a good job in making you understand. Okay, so anyway, eustachian tube is to balance the air pressure. You want to Gabby? Okay, I'm sure Gabby is fine too. Right, so guys, eustachian tube, can you see the X hearing here? Okay, because it doesn't involve in hearing. Eustachian tube is not involved in hearing. Crazy hot. Damn, that's homo right there. 青蛙两节 better. I would say Tsinghua is more technical. Liangjie is more basic. I mean different thing lah. Liangjie will make things simpler, but Tsinghua will make things more challenging. So it's different strokes lah. Different strokes lah. If you like challenging stuff, Qinghua's class is quite stressful. He will ask you to answer question one. If you are stressed out by that, then you don't. Right? Liang Jie is the chill bro, but Qinghua is the strict one. He will ask you to answer question, and he will sort of shame you for not knowing stuff. He will say things like, "Huh? Like that you also don't know? You learned this before already, one leh." So if you are the easily stressed type, then you go Gabby. If you like challenges, then you go Jinghua. Okay. So I don't know lah. Me and Jinghua, we have that chemistry one. We have that chemistry one. So we both are like different but same. We have like the same vibe one. I don't know lah. I don't know about you lah, but a lot of students say that we almost have the same vibe. But he's the strict one. I'm the lenient one lah. So many students will, after his class, will feel very stressful, and then come to my class, they will de-stress one. Okay, as in that bro chemistry. Okay. Anyway, moving on. So one more part here. You see this semicircular canal. You see semicircular canal. This part has nothing to do with hearing. Also, this is only for balancing. Only for balancing. So if you do figure skating, if you do ballet, any spinny stuff lah, okay? So this thing is to keep you in balance, right? So if you get infection here, I've gotten it once. If you get infection here, you lie down on the bed, you see the ceiling spinning, you get really dizzy and you feel like puking. That's a semicircular canal. You go where so stressed? You stress in my class, man, Zhen. You stress in my class, man. When I ask you to answer question lah, right? You see? Hey, I ask you a question, you also don't answer one lor. Hello? Yeah. Okay, anyway, so these two so eustachian tube is for pressure, semicircular canal is for balance. Okay, so the rest of it is for hearing. These two is nothing to do with hearing. All right. When you get infection there, your head spins. Yes. If you can answer that. Hey guys, I don't know about you lah. In my class you answer my question right, I won't scold you one. If you get it wrong, I won't scold you one. I won't shame you saying that, yeah, like this, you just don't know. You answer wrong, never mind one. As long as you answer. Right, guys? If you answer my question, that's how you become better. Right? Usually, students who answer my question a lot, they are the one who scores higher. Can I scold you? Why I want to scold you? Hey, guys, I've tried this. I've tried to become the strict teacher before. I cannot take things seriously one. I just cannot, be that stressful person. I like this good vibe one. I'm just not the scoldy person one. I want to experience different. Unless you, Kesha, please don't be gay. Okay, unless you press the wrong button lah. Unless you press the wrong button. I mean, I don't like the angry side of me because I can go out of control. Okay, you know they say even devil is afraid when good man goes to war. That's the saying, right? When I'm angry, I really cannot control myself one. So yeah, okay. So you will not see the side of me lah. Hopefully, at least got answer question one. Yeah lah. I mean, answer my question. I won't scold you one. I mean, I'm a very chill person. Get it wrong lah. Unless you're trying to be funny, you give me some stupid answers lah. Okay, anyway, so these things, okay understand I mean, Keshav, I understand what you mean because you see, real men, they don't simply expose their anger for no reason. Right? You see, I'm a very chill person. I very suddenly get angry. Yeah, I get exactly like what your dad is like, right? So yeah, I understand how he feels. But anyway, so you guys okay, eh? You guys okay, eh? Oh, you got oh, okay. Did you explain to him though? She said your dad is such a dog, isn't it? Such a dog. Okay. Anyway, this is your hearing mechanism lah. So I hope this goes with us. Okay, guys, you learned this last year, right? You learned this last year, right? I mean, you talk to her, right? She refused to listen, right? So no choice lah. Okay. Anyway, so this is your range of hearing, ah. Wow, she didn't remember, huh? Wow. I'm so touched right now. Okay, so this is your range of hearing, ah. As you get older, your range will decrease. So maybe at 80 years old, your range is like this already. You only hear 8,000. That's why you have to shout to your grandpa. You have to, not shout lah. You have to talk very loud to your grandpa. If not, your grandpa cannot hear. Because the eardrum is not very good already. Really? She said your dad is a kid, huh? It's like you throw away a boy's chips, then he gets angry. I she said I see where you get your dorkiness from. Totally. Like that's so you. So cute. Okay. Anyway, so hearing loss. Okay, so how do you get hearing loss? So infection, injury. Guys, if you get slapped, if you're gonna slap at your ear, you know you can go deaf, right? So please don't slap someone at the ear there, right? Aging, long-term exposure to loud noise. As I said, if you play drums, if you stand beside a speaker, if you are doing DJing, you get deafness, right? And also sudden exposure to loud noise. Hey guys, this was what happened to my friend's dad. He was talking on a land. Okay, guys, do you have a landline? Do you have a landline at home? Oh, you guys still do? Oh, wow, so old school are y'all. Okay, so guys, do you know that you don't use your landline phone during a thunderstorm? Because this was what happened to my friend's dad. He was talking over the phone, and suddenly a lightning struck the telephone line. Okay, and then suddenly he hear a pop sound, a very loud pop sound, and the next thing you know, this ear went deaf, and there was bleeding coming down. Okay, it was bleeding badly. Okay, why? Because the eardrum popped. The eardrum popped. Right? So what to do? What to do? He has to go to the hospital and sew it back. Guys, you know this, right? If your eardrum pop, you can sew it back. Not you sew it back lah. The hospital sew it back lah. So happened to you. What happened? What happened? Oh, I mean, it's not loud enough lah. Because for my friend's dad, it's loud enough that it will pop. Okay, guys, one more thing. Please don't do this. When you sneeze, please don't do this. Don't do this. Please don't do this because when you tahan the pressure, do you feel this? When you tahan the pressure, you feel there's a pressure in your ear. If it's bad enough, if it's loud enough, because this happened before, not me, but someone I know, it happened before. Two sides of the eardrum popped and it started bleeding. That's when you go deaf, right? You have to go hospital and you so that. I mean, it's not life threatening, but it's a big nuisance lah. Okay, don't do that. Yes. So don't do this. Just guys, when you sneeze, it's your nose trying to eject dirt out. Why would you block it? Okay. After sewing, no more death. Yes, after sewing, you'll be fine. After sewing, you'll be fine. Okay. So anyway, so what causes hearing loss? What causes hearing loss? Okay. So if it's at the outer ear, it could be your clogged ear canal. Like your mom say, you didn't dig your ear. This is what Asian parents scold us, right? Wow, like that you so gonna hear? You didn't dig your ear, is it? Okay. Yeah, you're lucky. Yeah, what's up? Okay, so middle ear, you have your ruptured eardrum, and then okay, if you damage your cochlea, you need a cochlear implant. This is quite serious. Okay, well, you're angry dorky also. Sometimes you're angry, what? Okay, so implant cochlea. Okay, so if you damage your auditory nerve, guys, I'm afraid this is permanently you are permanently deaf. Okay, you're permanently deaf. Yes, at least. Well, what do you mean at least, Kisham? Okay, so you damage this is done lah. Right, so how do you protect your ear? Don't listen to loud noise, obviously. Wear earplugs. Guys, do you know this? You are not supposed to use cotton swab in your ear. Cotton swab is actually for your wound. You're actually not supposed to dig your ear. Right? Okay, if you say, sir, I really like digging my ear. I really like digging my ear. Do you know there's a Xiaomi ear? I don't know what is it called. The ear. What's that stick called? The metal spoon. The ear digging. The ear. It's called. Yeah, this one. The ear digger with a camera. Hey, this I saw this in RYCT Mall. I was like, wow, they have this thing. They connect this thing to your Bluetooth, right? And while you dig your ear, you can look at your phone and you can see where your shit exactly is exactly. So now you don't have to dig it blind. You have a okay. Is 才 same? No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, guys, you are not supposed to dig your ear. You know that. So if you say, sir, what if I have the earwax? You're only supposed to use a wet cloth. Okay, medically speaking, you're only supposed to use a wet cloth and wipe it. You are not supposed to dig your ear. But you're Asian, yes, I agree. I dig my ears too because this is an Asian thing. It's an Asian thing, right? Anyway, you're not supposed to because it's risky. Okay, because it's risky. Right. Anyway, so what is stereophonic hearing? Okay, let me say this. Okay, what is stereophonic hearing? You know what is a stereo? Stereo means you use both side of your ear. The each scenery, I agree. This one I have it too. Okay. Would earphone hurt our ear? If you listen to it loud enough, yes, it will. It will. Okay. Anyway, so stereophonic hearing is when you use both ear to hear. You use both ear to listen. I mean, all animals does this, right? All animals will do this, right? Predators, they do this to find the location of the prey, and prey use this to detect predator. Because when you use both sides of the ear, you can listen where the sound is coming from, right? Like when you go to a cinema is awesome, right? When you sit inside there, the sound is like surround. That's when you use both sides of your ear. The movie sounds awesome, right? This is what we call a home theater, a theater surround. Okay, 100%. Goodness me. Hey, you know Android whenever you go too loud there's a reminder there one, right? There's a warning or like warning what long-term exposure to loud noise will damage hearing, blah blah blah. It's really telling you, right? If you say, screw it, I'm gonna crank it to the loudest, then you do it at your own risk. Uh, okay. Who the hell listens at 100%? Even I don't think my grandma will listen at 100%. It's crazy. Okay, anyway, so this is stereo. This is stereo. So when you use both sides of your earphone, it's stereo. When you use both sides of your earphone, it's stereo. You know what's the most annoying? You know what's the most annoying? When one side of your earphone breaks, right? Right? When one side starts to break, you're like, oh my god, this sucks, right? Guys, this is why you buy wireless. This is why you buy wireless. I mean, it's pricey lah, but you don't have this. You don't have to fight. You don't have to wrestle with the wire every day. That's the most annoying part. You have to wrestle with that stupid earphone every day. Okay, when you put your earphone into your pocket, your earphone decides to start having sex and it will start intertwining, and then you get it out with like a net already. Life is too short to deal with shit like that, right? Sometimes, then is it because it's too sensitive? Get a Xiaomi one lah, guys. Xiaomi is like what, $30, right? Wireless is awesome. Wireless is awesome. Okay, or if you're feeling fancy, you can get this F this one. I got this. Okay, I got this. This is not cheap. Oh, this sound quality is freaking awesome. It's so noise cancelling, you will hear no bullshit. You hear no bullshit. I mean, it's not cheap. It's like, I bought it at 700 something. This is freaking awesome. And this thing is so good, I even bought the headphone version. The headphone version. This is so awesome. You will not hear any. If your mom is scolding you, you will not hear anything. But it's expensive, 1,000 something. This is thousand something, right? It's so quiet. your mom scold you, you will not hear anything. Complete silence. She said, you wait, I shit money first, or you wait, I become Najib first. Okay, keep praying. Right. Anyway, so stereo, you use stereo to hear, you use stereo to hear. Next time you work, you will afford it one. Okay, anyway, let's talk about our nose, shall we? Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay, let's talk about nose, shall we? Okay, so you see, our eyes will detect light, right? Our eyes will detect light, right? Our ears will detect sound, right? So I will do this both together. Our nose and our tongue will detect chemicals. Why chemicals? Because rubbish is chemical, food is chemical, perfume is chemical, right? So your nose can smell perfume, your tongue can taste perfume if you want to, right? So they detect chemicals. Sorry. Okay. So you detect chemicals. So your food has chemical. Your food has chemical. So when they nose and tongue they work the same way, right? So guys, oh, good news. Good news. There's nothing to memorize here. You see, you finish your eyes, right? You finish your ears, right? Nose and tongue, there's nothing to memorize here. There's nothing to memorize. Okay, the only thing you need to know, what is this? What is this? What is the sensor called again? What is the sensor called again? Yes, receptor. Thank you. Actually, why is it you answering my question again? Yes, G, thank you. Why is it you answering my question again? Yes, receptor. Yes. Okay, so you see, you have receptor at the top of your nose. That means, okay, this is your nose, right? If you put a stick inside, there, your smell receptor is here. Okay, your smell receptor is here. Why you inhale aggressively? Okay, so same goes to your tongue. Same goes to your tongue. On your tongue, guys, if you zoom into your tongue, can you see these dots on it? So these dots are what we call taste bud. Okay, taste bud, right? So on your taste buds, there are receptors too. So you see, you have receptors in your nose, you have receptors on your tongue, right? Yes, lingual. Wow, how do you know? Yes, it's called a papillae. Wow, how come you know one? She rants to you, huh? About what? About tongue? Well, that's a very specific thing to say. Why is she ranting about tongue? Right. Anyway, guys, your nose and your tongue they work the same way. Both of these receptors they need to be wet. Again, your nose receptor needs to be wet. Your tongue receptor needs to be wet. If they are dry, they cannot work. Okay, again, they need to be wet. So how is your nose wet? How is your nose wet? Your nose receptor, they are constantly wet with this thing. And this, please write it down. This is called your mucus. Right? This is your snot lah. Your snot lah. When you have flu, you have snot lah. So this is your mucus. So your mucus will keep your receptor wet. And what about your tongue? What about your tongue? How does your body keep it wet? Yes, you have saliva. Yes, you have saliva. Okay, can So the mucus inside here and the saliva on your tongue, they work the same way. Okay, so what happens now? Right. Let me. Okay, let's draw food here. Okay, imagine this is a plate of food. This is fried chicken. Food. FOOD. Makanan. Emsik kita. Emsik. Okay, so food. Yes, chicken. Yes. 麻酱有 chicken. Okay, so okay, so this is your food, your food. Okay, so you see, food they will release chemicals. Chemicals. So what happened now is, oh, okay, good. Right. So what happened to this chemical? Okay, this chemical will enter your nose, And do they stimulate your receptor straight? No. Why? Okay, listen here. chemicals need to dissolve in the mucus first. Okay, it needs to dissolve in the mucus first. Only the mucus can stimulate the receptor. Okay, again, chemicals dissolve in mucus. Mucus stimulates receptor. Okay, if not, they cannot work one. That means if your nose is dry, you cannot smell anything. You cannot smell anything, right? Same goes to your tongue. Food needs to dissolve in the saliva. Saliva will stimulate the receptor. No saliva, no taste. No mucus, no smell, right? This is why, guys, this is why when you see something that you really like, when you see a food that you really like, and you smell the food you really like, you start salivating, right? Let's say now you are so hungry and you see fried chicken in front of you. Oh my God, you start salivating like crazy. Your mouth starts to water. That's the reason, because your mouth is getting ready to eat, right? But wow, you remember, okay, bolus, okay. Like, okay, now if you're really hungry, if you're really hungry, I throw you a pack of cracker. Do you feel like eating it? No, right? Because the first bite, it's so dry, you're like, it's like eating cardboard. Okay, when you are really hungry, you wouldn't want to eat cracker. You want to eat something hot and something gravy compared to crackers lah, right? Right? Yes, something soupy, whatever. Something soupy. Okay, let me ask you. If you are really hungry, do you want a bowl of hot pasta or do you want cracker? You see? Makes sense, right? Makes sense, right? Because when it's hot, it takes, and pasta is wet. Okay, cracker is dry and he's like, yeah, can I don't eat this? Shijian, please don't. I know what that means, right? Oh my God, that song. Right, anyway, so food needs to dissolve in mucus. Food needs to dissolve in saliva. I guess, okay? You see, every time I say the word wet, someone will say sus one. Y'all need to get your brains out of the gutter. Y'all need Jesus. Right, anyway, so I have a question here, guys. I have a question here. I have two K-bar question here. Okay, let me get through the points here first. You see, chemicals in the air or food will dissolve in mucus and stimulate the receptor. This is your explanation. This is what you should write in exam. Guys, okay? Guys, okay? Easy, Okay, guys, I have two K-bar question here. I have two K-bar question here. Number one, why does hot food taste better than cold food? Anyone? Hot food will taste better, especially if you're Chinese, or if you're Asian. Asian, we just don't like cold food. Everything needs to be hot. Your mom needs to make sure everything is hot, right? So why is hot food better? You don't care. It's more sensitive to tongue. Close to it. Cause it's wet. No. Why is hot food better? You see, if okay, imagine your cheese toast cold. You know what's a cheese toast? Your cheese toast cold. Now you put it into the oven, you put it into a microwave, and you microwave for 30 seconds. And when you take it out, it's hot and gooey. So much better, isn't it? Right? When you have melty cheese. Right? Why? Yes, because of the smell. Guys, let me put it this way. When you eat something, 70% of the taste come from your tongue, 30% ish come from your nose. If you can smell something, you can taste something. Right? So you see, hot food, their chemicals run faster, isn't it? This is form what? Remember diffusion? Remember diffusion? Resapan? Hot stuff diffuse faster. Right? That's why when your mom cooks, when the food is hot, it will diffuse across the house in a short time. But cold food, have you ever heard people say, guys, have you ever heard people say, wow, that sushi smells really fragrant? No, sushi doesn't smell. Right? Because sushi is cold. You see why? But a hot bowl of ramen, oh my God, the whole house can smell you. right? So because hot chemicals, they run. Guys, very simple. A warm pile of shit smells worse than a cold pile of shit. Right? Right? If someone shits beside you, if the shit is fresh, it smells terrible. But if the shit is cold, it's less terrible. Got experience? If you shit in your pants, you know. I mean, I don't know about you, lah. I've shitted in my pants multiple times before when I was in kindergarten. And when you shit it out, the whole class will know. Fart, same thing, lah. Fart, same thing. Okay. So if your shit is hot, it will go to your smell really fast. Then you can smell something better. That's why, guys, hot and wet fart, they smell worse than cold. You know some farts that are cold, right? And if you're having a diarrhea, your fart is really warm. I know this is disgusting, but you know, when you're having a diarrhea, when you fart, everyone knows. Everyone knows. Okay, you get what I mean, lah. Okay, this is my first K-bar question. Okay, second K-bar question, Second K-bar question, Okay, lah, go for you, lah. I shit my pants multiple times. Okay, second K-bar question, Why is it during flu, when you're having flu, why is food tasteless? You know this, right? When you're having a cold, oh my God, food just tastes like dog shit. Yes, nose is blocked. Good. You're half correct. Blocked by what? Your nose is blocked by what? Yes, very good. You produce too much mucus. It's all blocked by mucus. Can smell go in? No, they can't. So you smell nothing. You are taking away 30% of the taste. So your food just kind of tastes bland, right? You try and pinch your nose and eat, you don't taste anything, man. This was what happened. Water in lungs, that is pneumonia. The one difference. I'll tell that in chapter 2. Okay, guys, my mama used to make celery juice. Oh my God, it's absolutely horrible. And it's so bitter and so disgusting. So how do I drink it? I will pinch my nose and drink. When you don't smell it, you don't taste it. Right? If you want to eat shit, say for example, you got kidnapped and the kidnapper forced you to eat shit, what do? You pinch your nose and eat. It will taste less worse. I wouldn't want to use the word better because there's no way to make it better, right? You put cheese or chili sauce in it, your shit still tastes like shit, right? You can't pause. What if you are tied up? Right. Anyway, so when we smell something, there, you see, when we smell something for a long period of time, we get used to the smell, we stop detecting it. Okay, again, same story. If you sit right to a pile of shit, after a period of time, you stop smelling it. It smells okay already. Because why? Your receptor keeps sending message to your brain, hey, got shit, hey, got shit, hey, got shit. And then your brain is like, okay, dude, I get it. So now your receptor stops sending message to your brain. So now you kind of don't smell it. Because it makes you understand, right? So you start smelling message to it. So when a person catches a cold, he cannot detect smell well. The nose produces too much mucus. Okay, right. Anyway, which brings you want to talk about shit. Okay, let's talk about our tongue. Right, guys, this one you need to memorize. I know I say there's nothing to memorize here, but this is only a small thing. Right. So your tongue is divided into region. Right? Have I mentioned umami before last week? Oh yes, okay. So you see, the front part of your tongue is responsible for sweet. Okay, this one is very easy to memorize. When you lick your ice cream, you use the front part of your tongue, right? So the front part is sweet. So what's the opposite of front? What's the opposite of front? Back, right? What's the opposite of sweet? Bitter, right? So the opposite of front is back. So back is bitter, lah. Okay, and then the side is sour. When you eat something sour, okay, very easy to memorize. When you eat something sour, it feels painful here, isn't it? There's a sore feeling here. Sour, lah. And then the front side part, which is here, is salty. It's salty. Guys, this is called a tongue map. This is called a tongue map. Okay, you need to learn this in. Okay, anyway, which brings me to my next point. Okay, guys, you know the tongue map. You read this and you feel this is a bunch of bullshit. Okay, read the first sentence. Read the first sentence. The tongue map or taste map is a common misconception. So this is false. So you're saying, so then why are we learning this? Because the textbook says so. So this is actually false. Your tongue, every part of your tongue is sensitive to every taste. There's no parts. This is a bullshit point. So you're learning bullshit from textbook. Yes, papille. Stop shouting. Right, so this is your papille. This is your tongue. Okay, but something really is true though. That's your umami. Okay, I think I said this before. This is your umami. When you stimulate your umami, every sensation gets heightened. Every sensation gets more sensitive. Your salty stuff will taste more salty. Sweet stuff will taste more sweet. Sour stuff will taste more sour. Right? So if your bowl of soup, if you just put salt in it, it tastes okay because it's just salty. But if you put umami in it, oh my god, the soup is different. Guys, is there a difference between salt and soy sauce? Yes, right? Salt is disgusting, but soy sauce is awesome, right? Because of the umami. Because of the umami. Okay, what stimulates your... Okay, by the way, if in exam they ask you where is umami, the whole tongue is umami. So that's why you're so salty, lah. Okay, so this is umami. This is umami. Right, so umami is stimulated by a chemical called glutamate. Have I told you this last week? Have I told this last week? Glutamate. Right, so where can you get glutamate naturally? Naturally. Okay, glutamate comes from ikan bilis. Cheese also got. Okay, ikan bilis also got. Right, you see, when your mom makes soup, she won't use plain water. She will put ikan bilis first, right? If you're making hot pot, whatever lah, you're cooking soup noodle, your mom will for sure put ikan bilis in it. So ikan bilis has glutamate in it. Okay, if you say, sir, if I don't want ikan bilis, shrimp paste, the one also got umami lah, okay? Shrimp and ikan bilis is the same. Okay, if you don't want to use ikan bilis, you can use tomato. Naturally, tomato inside has glutamate. Chicken cube also got, okay, tomato also got, or mushroom also got, right? That's why, guys, if you do you think mushrooms do you think tomato soup tastes different? Tomato soup, for some reason, they just taste very flavorful. That's why my mouth is gonna taste this. Hey, you see, okay, which brings me to my next point. Okay, if you say, sir, I don't want to use any of it, what can I use? You can use MSG, right? And you see, guys, have you been to outside restaurants before? And I hate to say it, if you eat out, if you go to any seafood restaurant, the veggie there just tastes so much better than your mom's one, isn't it? And this is something that you cannot say, because I've said it to my mom. Okay, I actually said this. Hey Mia, why is your veggie not as nice as outside one? This is how your mom will disown you, right? You don't ever tell your mama, Ma, why the next door auntie so good one? Why are you not like her? You did not just say that. Right? Your mom will disown you, right? This is equivalent to saying to your girlfriend, have you gained weight recently? Oh shit, you did not. So you have chosen death. She'll go shing, and that's the last you have ever seen sunlight. Okay, right. So anyway, okay, which brings me to okay, I'm sure your mom tells you MSG is very bad for health, right? MSG will make you lose your hair. MSG will make you get cancer. Is it true? Is it true? No. Guys, MSG will not damage your health. Okay. What is the country that eats the most MSG? It's Japan. Right? Guys, think about it. Miso is full of MSG. Soy sauce is MSG. Their tempura is MSG. Their udon, their ramen, their soba is all MSG. So do you see do you see bald people in Japan? Right? If that's the case, I can go Japan and open a store selling hair tonic. I should earn in millions, right? No, no, guys, MSG will not damage. Hey, Japan is the longest living country in the world. So about this MSG causing cancer, what gives? So this is false, right? False. The thing that kills you is not MSG. The thing that kills you is salt. The thing that kills you is salt, not MSG. MSG is perfectly fine. You want to eat the MSG? Eat it. Uncle Roger said it. You must put MSG. If you don't put MSG in your food, it's a shame that you're an Asian. Okay? You're shaming your ancestors. Go commit seppuku. You know, at seppuku, you cut yourself. Right? Shame. Shame of you being an Asian. Right? So eat that MSG. Ask your mom, 颠覆你的认知是不是啊？ So MSG is perfectly fine. You drink miso, it'll be fine. Okay? MSG is fine. Okay? Ask your mom to put some MSG lah. If guys when you put MSG your dish just automatically gets better one. You know what is this Maggi cukup rasa? This is MSG. You put this thing your veggies just get so much better one. Okay? Because it stimulate umami what. It stimulate umami what. Your whole tongue gets sensitive what. So your food just tastes better. Okay? Exactly, chilling. That's exactly. You tell your mom, she won't believe it. Hey, what makes you think your mom will believe? When my friend is a doctor, he cannot even get his mom to believe. Right? You know, before my friend became a doctor, I think I told you guys this before, right? Before my friend become a doctor, the mom used to tell my friend, you're not doctor, that's why you don't know. Right? Now that my friend became a doctor, you know what the mom said? The mom said, you doctors don't know anything, one. What? My friend said I studied medicine for 10 years. I became a doctor for like close to 10 years already. And now you don't believe me. Oh, awesome. She would rather believe some uncle next door. My friend used to tell me, my mom will tell her, the mom will tell him, hey, the next door uncle say, no need take insulin. You drink some herb, your diabetes will cure. Then no need become doctor already, lor. Then all the doctor can go eat shit already. So next time you go and FB and WhatsApp, those stupid WhatsApp viral message. So next time you go see doctor, right? Hey, you can scold the doctor. Hiya, you don't know anything one. You eat shit lah you. I believe my next door uncle. Your medicine all fake one. What do doctors know, right? They suck. Okay, you can never win your mom one. Never. She'll never believe you one. Okay, why you come? Because your mom forced you to. Right. Anyway, guys, I hope you learned something new today. Okay, it's been a fun class. Okay, so next week we will jump straight to exercise. Okay, I hope this makes you learn something new today. Okay, so I will see you the same time next week. Remember, guys, next week class is on Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday. Check your new schedule. Okay, so I will see you next week. Okay, so take care. See you next week. And bye-bye.